Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Overall, this game was very refreshing after the dry, stale cookie that was the new Super Mario Bros. Series. Okay, the new Super Mario Bros. Games were not bad. It just got stale after Wii. And I really liked this game. It took a new spin on 2D Mario. However, there is one complaint I have about this game, and that is being way too easy. Even the hardest levels in this game can be cleared within a short amount of time. So to celebrate Mario Day, I will make this game harder on myself. So here is the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Not So Wonderful Challenge. Boing! Ba-ding! Boing! Ba-ding! Ah! The rules! I cannot touch checkpoints at all, which should be self-explanatory. No badges, which means I have to use the normal moveset, and no power-ups. This includes Super Mushrooms, Fire Flowers, Bubble Flower, Drill Mushroom, and the Elephant Fruit. And the Wonder Effects transformations do not count. No running at all. The only time I allow the run button is with grabbing these strings. No co-op, since that will make this challenge too easy. And on that note, no online help. Like the previous rule, this would make the challenge too easy. One final rule I am including is that you can still use Yoshi and Nabbit. However, I will only use them if I have to. And finally, I will beat the game, and I will not 100% this game in this video, but I'm now considering doing another video on fully clearing the game if I can. Probably in a Does Not Deserve Its Own video challenge. With the rules out of the way, let's get tripping with the Wonder Flower, and let's go! Our story starts off by heading to the Flower Kingdom. We meet Prince Florian, and he leaves an important artifact out in the open because he must have a peanut brain. And, oh no, Bowser's at it again. We better go stop him. But this time, he is the castle. He fused with the royal castle. We better go stop him. Or something like that. So Mario volunteers to help, and we team up with Prince Florian, and we start our journey. Pipe Rock Plateau! After chasing down Bowser for a little while, we start our first level. Welcome to the Flower Kingdom. Although Mario starts off as Super Mario, we do have to take damage for the sake of this challenge. The first level is not too bad. However, walking instead of running is now starting to prove itself as a task. The first Wonder Flower effect was pretty simple. After getting our first Wonder Seed, we make it to the flag, and that is our first level cleared, and we get a Wonder Seed from the Poplin. Piranha Plants on Parade. Now this is another simple level. We go to the background to get a big purple coin so that we can buy lives and Wonder Seeds at the Poplin shop, so keep that in mind. The Wonder Effect this time around has Piranha Plants singing, and somehow this song is a bop. Here, take a listen. But that is just another level cleared. Scram Skedaddlers. This level has us bully these Skedaddlers, and because this is the third level of the game, it's pretty easy. The Wonder Effect is where I start to become a little more lenient with the rules. Here you are in Superstar form, but here I'll count this as being a Wonder Effect. I know this might be a little controversial, but oh well. We get the Wonder Seed, and we cleared the level. Now that we have cleared the third level of the game, we go to the main plateau, and this is the part where I start getting worried. Here, there's a poplin house. Now, at first, you might think that this should not be that bad. However, this is the place where you get the parachute badge, and as stated in the rules, we can't use the badges. So I took the leap, and... oh, never mind! We're good! Let's head to our next level. Bull Rush coming through. In this level, the Bull Rush are charging towards you, and it's pretty fun. There is one important thing I'm going to have to address for this challenge, and that is whenever you fall from the sky or go down from a pipe, you can sometimes be thrown to a checkpoint. So what I recommend is that when you are falling and you're about to hit a checkpoint, make sure to spin to avoid hitting the checkpoint. I guarantee it works every time. Unless if you're way too close to the checkpoint, then... oh well. The Wonder Effect has a stampede of Bull Rush running down the level, and we make it to the secret exit, try the level one more time, and we get to the normal exit. And that is another level cleared. Hurry, hurry! Now, on paper, this level should be impossible because you are required to run to get the Wonder Seed. Right? Well, you can actually beat this level without running at all, which is very impressive. Here comes the Hoppos. Now, once again, this is a very simple level. Be careful where you're going for the second big purple coin, though. The Wonder Effect in this level lasts about 10 seconds, which is pretty pathetic, but that is another level cleared. One music level later, and we make it to Rolla Koopa Derby. This level has Koopa Troopas roller skating, enjoying life, and we casually murder them. The Wonder Effect in this level just has platforms, and we get our 2 Wonder Seeds, and after bumping 2 blocks to get our another Wonder Seed, we make it to one of the most concerning parts of this challenge, and that is the first Wiggler race. Mountaineering. Now, this level was very scary because it was a race, and when running, the Wiggler can keep up. However, for some reason, the Wiggler slows down if you are not running, which is very interesting to say the least. And the dash panels really helped us go faster, and Peach has just won the Wiggler race without running. Somehow. We head underground where we go to our next few levels. Angry Spikes and Sinking Pipes. This level is not too bad. We just have to avoid some spikes, and this talking flower basically tells Toadette she's fat. We jump over some more spikes, and we get our 2 Wonder Seeds. Pipe Rock Rumble. Now Toad is up to the challenge and will beat any enemy that gets in his way. The Goombas were simple enough. The Piranha Plants took longer than they should have, because you have to kick the shells to them, because when you grab an item, you have to run. So that is why we can only kick the shells. Then we take on the Bull Rush and troll them, and we get the Wonder Seed. Swamp Pipe Crawl. Now this level has a crap ton of shell enemies, and these pushing enemies, and this level's Wonder Effect copies the first one, but it's harder. We got our 2 Wonder Seeds, and we make it to our first castle. Pipe Rock Plateau Palace. Now Bowser Jr. is now using random effects to summon enemies and blocks. And overall, this was a pretty easy level. The Wonder Effect has the pipes finally realize that gravity exists. And that's really it. We make it to our first boss, and... okay, Nintendo, you went hard with the levels. I appreciate trying something new with the Bowser Jr. fights, but it's way too easy. And we get our first Royal Seed. We go to the Petal Isles, and it absorbs one of the Piranha Plant clouds surrounding Castle Bowser. So our goal now is to get the Royal Seeds. Petal Isles! We get a free Wonder Seed from this Poplin, and now let's start this hub world. Weeping Smackler I'll just call them smacklers. This is our first water level in the game, and thankfully, it feels like you're playing normally, because the run button does not matter in water levels. We just have to avoid these smackerels, and this level's already over. I think I accidentally forgot the Wonder Seed, but oh well. Rowbird Cove. Now this is a semi-water level, which is my favorite type of water levels. The urchins did not really pose us a threat, and the rowbirds were easy to defeat. And that is another level cleared. Once again, I forgot the Wonder Flower, but oh well. Bluebird Roost. The bluebirds help us by shooting their noses and becoming platforms, which is very nice of them. The Wonder Effect this time around has us jump on bubbles, and I died at the last second. One more try, and we get the 2 Wonder Seeds. Now that we have the Wonder Seeds required to progress, we can now go to Fluff-Puff Peaks. Fluff-Puff Peaks! We get our next free Wonder Seed from another Poplin, and now we go to the cold... Abyss is not the right word because we're going up a mountain, but oh well. Pokapede Pass. Here, these Pokapedes are punching snow blocks, and the talking flower is hype.
It's snowing!
And I commit Goomba genocide, killed these owl enemies. The Wonder Effect was pretty cool if you asked me. But please don't click off this video. The talking flower freaking dies. The Petal block can thankfully be thrown by just grabbing it and then jump, throw. And we get our 2 Wonder Seeds. Out of my way, Valley. Here, these enemies are kicking ice blocks, which is very annoying, and it is just as satisfying killing these enemies. I skipped the Wonder Effect, and I beat the level. Cod darts away. Now, I have spent way too much time on this level than I have anticipated. The cod darts are very annoying to deal with. Think of them as just much more spammable thwomps. And this is not an annoying level without me talking about the most annoying part of the level, the Wonder Effect. The Wonder Effect has you walking on walls, and I have died to being stabbed by the condarts and being crushed by the bouncy cubes. The final slope was scary because you could not run up it. So you have to carefully avoid the condarts, but other than that, this level is finally cleared. Pole Block Passage. Now that we're in the clouds, here you climb up these poles, and the Koopas are trying to stop you. The big purple coins have clever placement, and once again, I've skipped the Wonder Effect. But I got to the end, and that's another level cleared. 1 pole climb later for another Wonder Seed, we make it to the next gauntlet. Fluff-Puff Kerfuff. The clouds were simple. The condarts were simple to take down, thanks to the Lakitu cloud. And the Hammer Brothers were a bit tricky to deal with, but it was not too bad. Up and down with puffy lifts. Now here, there are these lifts that, as you guessed, lift you. And the Wonder Effect in this level turns you into a lift, and after carrying a few spikes to the blocks, we get a Wonder Seed and beat this level. As we are going up the clouds, we encounter the Flying Battleship. I spent a lot of time in this level for the wrong reasons, and the Wonder Effect here is Bowser shooting lasers. Come on! Bowser gets to become a castle, and yet we can only become a lift. Oh well. We make it inside the ship, and this should be hard, right? Right? Never mind. Countdown to drop down. Here, you have to plan where you land on these platforms. The melon piranha plants are a big help, and the wonder flower just dooms you to fall to your death until you get to the wonder seed. And that's another level cleared. After zipping around right to left, we get another wonder seed. Cruising with linking lifts. Here you have to hit these puzzle-looking blocks to extend the platform's time before they disappear. It's not too bad. And once again, I forgot the wonder flower, but still beat the level. Fluff-Puff Peak's Palace. Now here you have to deal with pipes, piranha plants that somehow have skeletons, hammer bros, and the wonder effect is long legs. After whatever that was, we make it to the Bowser Jr. fight, and it was easy. Pretend you did not see that. Oh, no. I swear, I'm good at this game. After beating Bowser Jr. on my first try, we get the next Royal Seed. We destroy another Cloud Piranha plant that is surrounding Castle Bowser, and we can move on. The Petal Isles! Again. This time we have to do another Wiggler race. Swimming! Clever title. We swim with a Wiggler, and like the previous race, we do not need a run. But we beat the Wiggler once again, get another Wonder Seed, and we're out. Downpour Uproar. Here, the clouds are raining, and you can go up the rain, which should not be possible, but I like the idea. After skipping the wonder effect for good reasons, we beat the level, and we get our next Wonder Seed. Oh no! We need 8 Wonder Seeds, and I only have 7. Whatever will I do? Okay, I was lucky there. But now, we can progress to Shining Falls. Shining Falls! We go to the Poplin House, and here we have Master Poplin. And they have the Royal Seed! Prince Florian tells Master Poplin that he's the prince and wants the Royal Seed. But Master Poplin can't give us the Royal Seed. Because it's the rules. Dude, your kingdom is going to collapse soon, and you still have to make people do your trials instead of just handing over the Royal Seed to your prince, who at this point is desperate. So now we have to go through a few trials. Hop, hopping away. Here, there are a few mice from Mario 3D World wannabes, and obviously this was an easy level. The Wonder Effect had us following the giant versions of the Hoppy Cats, and we get both of the Wonder Seeds. One easy invisible block level later, and we make it to Ready, Aim, Fly. And here the water kinda looks like... I don't have to explain it. The anglefish were simple enough to dodge.
That water's tasty.
Trust me, Talking Flower, you do not want to know. The wonder effect here is short to say the least, but we got both Wonder Seeds and we beat another short level where Peach is... Okay, let's hope she gets a doctor after this. Now that we have enough Wonder Seeds, we can now make it to a roadblocker. Daisy can't jump high enough, and the game expects us to use the crouch high jump. But I have an idea. Yoshi is an I'm too lazy to experience the game mode, right? So after damage boosting from enemies and flutter jumping, we make it to the end and Master Poplin is shocked. Hop to it. Now here you have to chase this Hoppy Cat, and they had to put it in a place where the checkpoint is. Dang. Other than that, this level is not too bad. Launch to victory. You ride this platform that, when you jump, fires a Hoppy Cat to defeat enemies, which is awesome. There are a few enemies here and there. Could not find the wonder effects, however, but oh well. After climbing to get another wonder seed, we make it to across the night sky. Here, the wonder effect is a star power-up and the level's already over. Yeah, this is the least memorable one. After another timer switch level, we make it to our final level in this world. Zip Track Dash. And here, you have to be grinding on rails the entire level. And make sure you avoid the super mushroom at the beginning of the level. And we skip from rail to rail. The wonder effect is becoming a hoppy cat and we jump high. Got the wonder seed and this level is already over. Master Poplin is very impressed with us and gives us the royal seed. Dang, I really loved this world's boss. It was super hard, and it was much more enjoyable than Bowser Jr. We destroyed yet another Cloud Piranha plant that is surrounding Castle Bowser, and we can move on. And I think Bowser's constipated or something. Petal Isles once again. Jewel Block Cave. Here, we deal with flomps that move from left to right, which is a nice change of pace. You have to destroy these crystals by ground pounding them or crushing them in any way, shape, or form. The Wonder Flower heavily encourages getting the drill mushroom. Sorry, I tried, but I have to skip this wonder seed. And I just got to the end. Now that we have the wonder seeds required to progress, we can now go to Sunbaked Desert. Sunbaked Desert! We visit a Poplin house and Bowser Jr. has taken all the water! Oh no! I mean, it's a desert. Of course there's not going to be a lot of water. Plus, isn't there like a body of water in the hub world? Oh well. Ninja Jump Party! Here, all you have to do is just time jumps. Unfortunately for me, I have input delay on my capture card, so this makes it harder for me to time my jumps. But once I got the hang of it, the wonder effect is required, and what happens is just a jump party. That's really it. And we get the wonder seeds. The Desert Mystery. Now, this level introduces this grab rope mechanic, and it's simple to use. Just make sure that once you're done pulling, you immediately let go of the run button, because you might accidentally start running, forcing us to restart the level. The mummies were very fun to defeat, though. The Wonder Effect has us explore a pyramid, and you have to escape the traps and get the next Wonder Seed. Other than that, that is another level cleared. Rolling Ball Hall. Here you have to avoid spiky balls from crushing you. Please do not take this out of context, please. The Wonder Effect... Crap. It's impossible. The level is not too hard though, and that is another level cleared. Armads on the roll. Here we have these Armads rolling, and they are just a more annoying Koopa Troopa. The sinking sand is not very fun to deal with, and you have to carefully navigate around the Pokies using the semi-solid slope platforms. I did forget the Wonder Effect, but that is another level cleared. Blooms of the Desert Skies. The balloon enemies were very fun to deal with, and I enjoyed finding the big purple coins here. Sure, this bloop trolled me, but oh well. Oh, hey! There's a Wonder Flower! Let's go get it. Okay. Either the game designers have an inflation fetish, or they are users of DeviantArt. I'm kinda I am seriously a bit concerned for them, though. We get to the next Wonder Seed and avoid the Goom Brats, and we beat the level. After getting another Wonder Seed, we make it to another break level. And we time more jumps to get another Wonder Seed. And we make it to Color Switch Dungeon. This level uses the on-off blocks from Mario Maker 2. And this flower says,
Good luck with this part.
oh boy, this part is so hard. Why is this level not 5-star rated? The wonder effect of this level has Shadow Mario chase us. Thankfully, it was easy, and we beat the level. After memorizing a level layout, we make it to the next gauntlet. Here, Toad is beating up mummies, which is easy to defeat, melon piranha plants, which were annoying to take out, snake vases, which was pretty easy to defeat, and the Hammer Brothers were annoying, and we get the Wonder Seed. Secrets of Shova Mansion. This flower has something to say. Talking flower, I'm not giving birth. The wonder effect is possible, but I forgot how to do this one, so I'm gonna skip this one. And that is another stage complete. Valley Fola. Snootless. What are these names? There are these jumping enemies and these bubble platforms. And I forgot the Wonder Flower. Yeah, this is a very forgettable level. We have enough Wonder Seeds to make it to the Sunbaked Desert Palace. Why is there a castle on top of a castle? Oh well, in this palace, there's sands, and fire bars, and thwomps, which is the first time I saw them in this game.
The wonder effect is just speed up time and then it's
goes down, and then
back up and you get the points.
we get the Wonder Seed.
And we fight Bowser Jr. in water. And that was easy. He just swims and that's it. We get another Royal Seed and we destroyed yet another Cloud Piranha plant that is surrounding Castle Bowser. And we can move on. Petal Isles the Fourth. As we are heading to the next world, we encounter another one of the flying battleships. Thankfully, here it is easier than the first one, at least in my opinion. There are a lot more flamethrowers that you have to get around. This level utilizes the Lokita clouds to get around the level, and when you get to the checkpoint, make sure to fly above it because you can't really seem to jump over it. There are some more power blocks that you can just throw. The wonder effect is Bowser shooting lasers, like the last airship level. We get the Wonder Seed, and now we're up against the boss. Hopefully this time it's harder, right? Right? Never mind. Nosher Lair. Here you have to avoid Noshers while they are destroying the level. Thankfully they are always going straight, so you can plan ahead. The wonder effect was just run. No, walk, always walk. And platform to get the 2 Wonder Seeds, and we're out of here. Mama Mouthful. Here you have to avoid the Mamas from eating you, and Goombas were being harmed in this footage. Rest in peace, buddy. The wonder effect is the most overpowered in the game, and that is the Goomba! The Goomba is a killing machine. Whoever crosses their path, they will meet a sad demise. They will also have naturally good platforming skills as well. But alas, we get the Wonder Seed, and we beat the level. Now that we have the Wonder Seeds required to progress, we can now go to Fungi Mines. Fungi Mines! We head to a Poplin house, but this time they're actually helping? Wow, that's nice. We get the Wonder Seed and we meet up with Loyal Poplin, the leader of the Poplin. What is their job exactly? Oh well, the Loyal Poplin needs purple coins to finish this bridge. Oh gosh. Maybe the problem isn't Bowser, but inflation rates. And yet, the minimum wage has not been increased along with inflation. Prince Florian got a little too greedy there. Maybe he is the bad guy, not Bowser. I mean, they don't get paid enough to do a simple bridge. Other than the Flower Kingdom's economic crisis, we can now proceed further into this world. Up shroom, down shroom. In this level, there are mushroom platforms that you'll have to platform on. There are also pumpkin presents for October. The Wonder Effect has us dance with the pumpkins. And we get both of the Wonder Seeds. Taylor's Toxic Pond. Why would you want to own a toxic pond? That's beyond me. Here, you have to avoid tailies who are shooting spike balls at you, and you can kill them by grabbing onto them. The Wonder Effect in this level this time around is a quiz, and it was really easy. And we get the Wonder Seed, and we beat the level. After killing some more piranha plants, we make it to Beware of the Rifts. Now this was another difficult level. You have to avoid the rifts, and at first glance the level does not look too difficult, but trust me, just wait until we get to the Wonder Effect. Shadow Mario has come back for revenge from last time, however this time he is prepared. There are power-ups all around the map, so you have to carefully avoid. I lost so many attempts because of the power-ups that appear as you progress. But after a while, I cast Shadow Mario back into the Shadow Realm and got the 2 Wonder Seeds. After experiencing a special stage from Sonic 1, we make it to Wubba Ruins. Here you fall into ruins and have to explore the goo. That thankfully does not require the run button to go fast in. After avoiding some moving thwomps and avoiding some goo-looking enemies, I make it to the fig exit and then realize that I went the wrong way. I got a few purple coins here and there. The Wonder Effect has you turn into these slime enemies and you can stick on walls. And we got the 2 Wonder Seeds and now we can proceed. Swaying Ruins! Now here you ride those Viking rides you see in theme parks, except there are these baby-looking thwomps. Avoided more of the mummies, and the talking flower is having a good time. The Wonder Effect here has the place look like Nickelodeon has conquered the area. We get the Wonder Seed, and got deeper into this world. Fungi Funk. Here, Peach has to beat up Boos, Tailies, Doors for some reason, and Slime Balls. But we got the Wonder Seed, and that is another level. But we got the Wonder Seed. Poison Ruins. Here, Toad falls to the underground and spins to avoid the checkpoint. You have to avoid the rising poison, and a technique I used to skip most of the poison part was just to jump onto the platform, and I just avoided some more Koopas. And I am done with this area. The Wonder Effect has us turn back into the slime enemies and move around the walls. Skip the fake flagpole and avoid being crushed. Did a Mario Galaxy, but in 2D, and we got the Wonder Seed. And got to the end. Operation Poplin Rescue. Here you have to do one more weird slime puzzle, and then you save the poplins and receive the royal seed. Go back up to the surface, and we destroyed yet another cloud piranha plant that is surrounding Castle Bowser. And now we need one more royal seed until we can finally take Bowser on. Petal Isles, the sequel of the sequel to the sequel to the sequel that was the sequel to the original. Muncher Fields. Here you have to travel into the background and then the foreground, and you have to avoid munchers while Castle Bowser is just floating in the corner. I think this talking flower is constipated though. I skipped the wonder effect and just made it to the end. Petal Battle. Here, Mario beats up Cheep Cheeps, which were easy to defeat. Walking Munchers. I don't remember seeing these enemies ever. And the Mamas. And we get the Wonder Seed. Now that we have the Wonder Seeds required to progress, we can now go to Deep Magma Bog. Deep Magma Bog! We go to another Poplin house and receive another Wonder Seed. This time Bowser Jr. has risen up the lava levels, and the Poplins are complaining. Then why did you decide to live in a freaking volcano? Oh well, we go to another Poplin house and get another Wonder Seed. What are the purpose of these? Where the Rumbas rule. In this level, we have to avoid the Rumbas, and there's not very much going on in this level until we get the Wonder Effect. This time, Luigi decides to go bowling with himself, destroying blocks and enemies along the way. Get the Wonder Seed and finish the level. Rargs in the ruins. Now, in this level, you have to avoid these lava creatures, while there are these disappearing blocks. Once we get to the halfway part, we platform on these rolling platforms, and eventually we get to the room with the Wonder Flower. And we get the Wonder Seed. But once we cleared the Wonder Seed, we have to touch a checkpoint, so I will be skipping this Wonder Seed. And we finish this level. Unfortunately for us, we have to do yet another airship level, but thankfully this is the last one in the game. Flying Battleship. This level utilizes the pole mechanic and the rope. 1-2. With the rope, you have to tone down Bowser's flames while being chased by flying Mecha Koopas. The Wonder Effect is the same as the last two airship levels. And we get the Wonder Seed. Okay, this time, the boss should be hard. At this point, I'm not even surprised. Hot, hot, hot. Well, I guess they are done repeating 2 words for each level now, and started repeating 3 words per level now. Here you avoid the blocks that catch on fire, and there are these popcorn enemies that bounce when fused. The only way to stop the fire is defusing it with water. Once again, I've skipped the Wonder Effect and beat the level. One more Poplin house later, and we make it to the next level. Pool Turn Burn. Here you have to manipulate these fireballs to avoid burning to death. Yeah, for 4-star difficulty, this level did not take me that long. The Wonder Effect has you piss off the Goomba gods, and now you have to face the consequences by being able to swim in lava. We get the Wonder Seed, and we beat the level. One more Poplin house later, and I'm wondering if the designers were tasked with a certain number of Wonder Seeds per world, and were too lazy to make levels, and just decided to make Poplin houses. We are doing the next level, Magma Flare-Up. Here, Toadette beats up the popcorn enemies, which were straightforward. The Noshers, which were a bit chaotic. The Piranha Plants, which you had to plan the firework enemies to hit. And finally, we finish the arenas with the flamethrower spikes. And it wasn't too bad. And we got the next Wonder Seed. Wavy ride through the magma tube. In this level, you ride platforms with flamethrower spikes that want revenge for killing their kind. In the last level, we summon the Wonder Flower and avoid the spike statue meteors and get the Wonder Seed. And we cleared the level. Dragon Boneyard. Here there are a lot of fossilized dragons that you have to platform on while avoiding buzzy beetles. And for the wonder effect, we summon an ancient dragon who leads us to the Wonder Seed. So nice of them. And we beat the level. Now that we have the Wonder Seeds required for the next castle level, we can now proceed. Deep Magma Bog Palace. Here you have to run on some more fossilized dragons while avoiding some fireballs. It was hard walking on the fossils because they were moving faster than walking speed, so it was a little tricky. And the enemies were fun to dodge. And we make it to the last Bowser Jr. fight. Hopefully Bowser Jr. gets his crap together and really fights us. These bosses frickin' suck! We get the Royal Seed, and the lava lowered somehow. I don't know how that works. And we destroy the last Piranha Plant Cloud Barrier, and now Bowser's ready to unleash his full power. So now we have to stop him. Petal Isles for the last time. We can now head up on to Castle Bowser and finally defeat him. Missile Meg Mayhem. Here, Bowser just sends larger bullet bills that we can ride. Great planning, Bowser. The Wonder Effect this time around has the big bullet bills shooting down at the player. Why did they now realize that they can do that? But we get the 2 Wonder Seeds and finish the level. High Voltage Gauntlet. Weirdly enough, this is not a gauntlet level. This was another one of the levels I've been struggling with because it was dark. I got the big purple coins, defeated the enemies that can conduct electricity, and made sure to spin to avoid the checkpoint while falling. Avoid this checkpoint here. It is super tight, but possible. The Wonder Effect has us become Metal Toad, and you can obtain electricity to kill enemies, and I got the 2 Wonder Seeds. Evade the Seeker Bullet Bills. Here you have to avoid the bullet bills that home in on you. Carefully platform on pipes. The bigger bullet bills were a struggle of mine. Thankfully, we beat the level, but skipped the Wonder Effect. Knucklefest Bowser's Blazing Beats is one of the levels I've been struggling with. Here, you have to avoid these fists. Simple enough, right? Well, no. In this part, you have to go between the fists, which is much easier said than done. It's not pixel perfect or anything, just ridiculous. Then you have to avoid the snake bullet bills and make sure to ground pound on these platforms so that you can continue on. But don't ground pound during the first loop so that you do not get hit by the bullet bills. And make sure to time your movements well. The Wonder Effect has you timing your jumps, or it results in death. So after many tries of avoiding fists, I finally got the Wonder Seed, and I got to the end of the level. That took me forever. Here we are, the final level in this game, and this is unsurprisingly the hardest one. Bowser hypes it up as Luigi steps in. Bowser's Rage Stage. Bowser Jr. wants to fight us, but the fists say no. And we go through the final level. Here you have to avoid giant fists, then giant Goombas, giant balls, giant fossils, giant dragons, poles, stampedes, the spike that kills innocent piranha plants, doors, King Boo, anti-gravity, and let the pipes carry you to your final destination. Avoid the last checkpoint, time your jump, and we make it to the final Bowser. Here we are, the final fight. This battle will be legendary, and it's a giant hand boss. What's Nintendo's obsession with giant hand bosses? I mean, they really love this idea. And to the people who thought that this was a joke for me to easily destroy Bowser in a few seconds for a moment, you're wrong. I actually struggled with this fight, with this challenge, for about 2 hours. Here, Bowser shoots fireballs, fire lyrics, and you have to damage the button to damage Bowser. And Bowser has actually planned for this fight, as he brought some power-ups to stop entire runs. So what you have to do is make sure that you're in the right position and jump to the beat to avoid the power-up and the giant fire lyric. And the second phase actually changes things up. Bowser now has 3 hands, and the timing for the platforms is now a little different. Bowser can cover up the button with his hand, but we get the extra hit, and Bowser does something in this battle that's actually smart. After hitting him another 2 times, the power-up bubble this time is much harder to dodge, but thankfully after many resets, I got past the second phase. The third phase has Bowser gain 1 last hand and attack the button another 2 times, and Bowser will throw spike balls at you. Make sure not to break them, because they will summon power-ups. The final phase has Bowser's hair crack, and now it is time for Luigi to deliver the final blow. And with that, we have just completed this challenge. Mario and friends celebrate Bowser's defeat. Bowser freaking dies. And that is the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Not So Wonderful Challenge. Now that we have finished off Bowser, it is time to get sober from the Wonder Flower and answer today's question. Can you beat the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Not So Wonderful Challenge? Yes! I recommend this challenge if you're complaining that Mario games are way too easy. Thank you so much for watching. I will attempt to 100% this game in a does not deserve its own video challenge, and I will release the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Ultimate Challenge video later this month. Happy Mario Day, and see you in a week and 5 days. Boing!